Okay. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to. Let's see if I can remember this at the top of my head. I love you, Colonel Sanders. Finger licking good dating simulator. I don't know. Listen, we just saw everybody fly by with chicken strips, and look, man. That sounds pretty good right about now. But yes, how are you guys? Hopefully, you guys are having a really great day today. And listen, we are gonna be taking off from where we left off yesterday. We're here in the dream sequence, as you guys can tell. So let's have a crack at it. Let's go. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. So we slept over. Sure. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Huh? Sure. In some jurisdictions, this secret ingredient isn't even legal, but if the recipe is secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a generous plate of breakfast on your mouth, and your mouth starts to water at the sight of it. Here's a sample. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. We're having chicken for breakfast. Sure, it's meticulous. You taste the Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I do feel very uncomfortable answering this. If the Colonel was a chick, I would understand. I would feel more open, I guess. But this is weirding me out. I'm holding strong for y'all. Anyways, how presumptuous my cuisine and your taste buds. That is, such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Flattered him. Flattered him. Yeah. I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner, could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confessed by your feelings, you're in the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school. After all, the University of Cooking School Academy of Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is waiting for you. Where have you been? Miriam is wearing her school uniform in my house. You could at least take the hat off. I'm just saying. Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, but now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can't believe that. Since I've been... Okay, hold on. Since I've been partnered up with Pop, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him you'd better harness those wild horses. Young man, I am not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure. I can't get to know the little guy. Long story short, he took me to his favorite shush house? What the Jesus is a shush house? But things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say shush house? Is as if that's a thing people just say? What is that even referring to? That's exactly my thoughts. Oh god, and now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her the whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a day too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. Do we really want to say that? You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Pop, you're gonna get your head dunked on a toilet, bro. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog. Sprinkles is a dog and a tree. You can get your swirlies dipped too. Okay. Where is this game taking us? What? That Jesus did we do in the past to deserve all this dialogue? Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides at school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Shiaki, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday to mix your incident make you wince in pain. Of course, it doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up ever. Colonel Sanders arrives at just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A natural, intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Shiaki, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back on fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Colonel, I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate warm goo? Okay. Of my warm gooey chocolate sauce. It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Sucker. Excuse me, Shaki. Oh my god. Come on, man. Haven't we not learned that the Colonel over here does not like the things to say, I guess, you know? Like, for example, yesterday, how he made the same face when we wiped off, I guess, and it, like, the chocolate sauce he was saving for later. I don't know. Excuse me, Shaggy. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into classroom, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine arts of fine food. See you inside. Shiaki, don't look at me like that, homie. God dang it. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who she is, really, you walk across the quad to get some distance in an attempt to distract yourself from how slightly you feel by that interaction with Ashley. You thought out the spell book you recovered. Oh my god, we take out the spell book we recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, that's that book. It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would probably appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire, like a book of spells. I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. Oh my god, we're about to read the book. Okay, you open a page covered with the arcane warning, cast only in case of extreme emergencies. It says around the edges of the page, I could use this spell here that says it will erase everyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measure. Ooh. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Oh my god. Okay, listen. Alright, I am one for not getting distracted too easily. Yeah, right. You know, I get distracted a lot. I mean, look at me right now. I'm explaining how I don't get distracted. I'm getting distracted right now. What? Look. Listen. If I could have had this spell when I was younger, I guess, to be completely honest, I would have done it. You know, I would have done it because, you know, there's some dark past that you want to forget because of a certain decision you made. You know what I'm saying? So if the spell would have ever landed in my hands back when I was younger, 100% I would have done it. Like, without thinking about it either. So let's erase the memory of Colonel Sanders from us, just so we can be the best chef. You know what I mean? It's for the best. Here we go. You begin to recite the spell, but you stumble on the words, and the only effect it seemed to have is to make you forget what it is you were doing. God dang it! All right, after looking at the page again, it comes rushing back to you. You've got a memory erasing. Okay, cast it. Come on. Oh no, it's on a never-ending loop. Like, seriously, don't do it. Memories are important. Nope. You began to recite the spell, but you stumbled on your word to do it again. Oh, right. Oh, my God. You've got... here goes nothing. Hold on to your butt. Oh. No. Did we go back in time? This is the beginning of the game, right? You sleep softly in the morning, cast a warm light over the windows. Yes, the world is peaceful and serene. It is, dude. Lying in bed to stare at the university, the mind to wander. Oh no! This is like New Game Plus! Oh my god. Okay, I need to take this serious. I'm not reading all this, by the way, because I apparently know what all this says. You brush your teeth, pinch your eyes, something can stop you now. You confidently grab the biscuit and grab the flag. Yes, the following blah 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 blah. Okay. No, it is New Game Plus! Oh no! Okay, here we go. Oh my god. Alright, so I had to press this button right here for a long time, and I went through the different dialogues, and they just said different things, but the end result's still the same. Alright, so here we go. Don't do it after all. You take your friend's advice to put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming up. I assure you that's something to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches and begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry, reach for some old homework. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses out the window, and the room is dead silent. When you follow in his gaze, you see his tiny orange. You see a tiny orange squirrel perched in the cherry tree outside. Sprinkle turns feral and runs to the window. At the class, he begins barking uncontrollably, and the squirrel outside. Oh God, Terrence! I told you never to come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence. Sprinkles is barking fiercely, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he didn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel who named him Terrence? You better not show your chubby cheeks around here again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence but the other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. Ahem. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up to an important point. Thank you, Shiaki, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills all over the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by sad whimpering coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. But oh no, Pop, you're one of those. We went on one date, Pop, and how can you miss me when I am right here? Pop's voice quivers as he pleads his case to Miriam. Every time I blink, you go away. Pop is what's that word? What's the word called? A helpless romantic or something like that. I don't know. That's a really cute thing to say, Miriam. What happened between you and Pop? I got her in trouble, and now she's mad at me. I didn't just get in trouble. I got yelled at by Pop's mother, who blamed me for getting him banned from every museum we set foot in. What? Oh, is that what you meant by shush house? Pop, we went on one date. We're over. What? And it meant so much to me that I made this for you. Oh my God. What is that? Too hurt to go on and argue, Pop leaves this creation behind and runs out of the room. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate, but we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition, Showdown Challenge Exam. I am still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about all your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, you good, homie? Okay. I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is deliciously a treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of the frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you. We're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, which she cut herself, by the way, if you guys don't remember. But she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe, sort of. But I am sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else wants to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest. Anyhow, Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears off her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it. While you were prep talking, Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early and practice on a dish. This is it. The location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van and the supposed Man and his evildoer counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through the quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Chiaki's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish becomes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Chiaki, what are you doing here? There's still time before the exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I am looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get into your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decided that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ignore it like it would sound. Fess up about your practice dish. Yeah. Okay. You got me. I'm doing a little bit of more than visualization. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it probably starts burning in any second if you don't pull it out. Okay, pull game week. Okay, the moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat all this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up to the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dish that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are preparing widely elaborated dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and severe sets of tweezers. Okay, because she's a tiny chef or whatever. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to harness his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect, his original recipe. I don't know what this R means, but fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts to fall 10 out of 10 with the frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food while this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters this chicken as it elevates through the air. Egg wash. What? Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty bitty pot of broth. Best friend Blaster. Blaster! Van Van flexes his pectorals, my bad, as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll it. Oh no. Ashley scoops her pastry off of the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Sure. Even Clank gets in on it too. 5-dial pressure point, chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliances uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls out to the back door of the arena. As you frankly prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out, and she's going to use some dark magic to turn the tide. Oh my god, not this again. You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win any other battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No, because I don't want to start New Game Plus. I swear, if I start New Game Plus, this is going to end right now. So let's do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you got passion? That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Shaki. Thank you, my guy. I believe in you too, I guess. I don't know. Miriam notices too. And I finally believed. And I've always believed in you, Shiaki, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. Thank you, Miriam. Right here. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spice directly into your boiling noodles. It's a secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you. Oh no! This can't. Oh. She put the iron newt in the soup. Oh. If I knew, I lost. 100% I lost, Dad. The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve the Spork Monster. Steve, wait. What happened to Borgo? You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork monsters are many. I think Borgo had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the Spork monster, noticed that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see that see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidental summon me. Ha. Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles up in the pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef. Actually, when I was just a little Spork pup back in the old country. You can feel Spork monsters winding up to tell you a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should just watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time of monster school that I had falling asleep during a scare tactic class, and then I woke up. You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes a hint. Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck. Thank you, Steve. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Yeah, let's do this one. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns what? Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been prepared their entire life for this. Yes, Shiaki. Oh, yes, Shiaki. You were the chosen one. You will avenge me. Okay. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Please go away, homie. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hand is steady. My taste buds have been prepared their entire lives for this moment. I'll show the world my cooker. I click too fast. You begin to elevate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Shaki, you may have to suffer some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. And all you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up. You're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What I got? Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. With the time expired at the moment everyone has been waiting for, you must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some student. Pop, clank. From off screen, you hear the pure and innocent giggle that can only be from one student. I'm flying. What? It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Oh my God, they wedged him. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess. Did Van Rand have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. Okay, it looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a sec. Pranks. Clank. Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature word beep or other. Oh, it's a big word. Onomatopoeia. But there's none. Somehow he must have got unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure out that later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. Sure, but after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Oh my God, Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in a savory soup. That's like 1 noodle long, dude. My word, it's so delicious that it's a teeny tiny narutomaki. I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl. Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffed around in the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. Oh, God. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy all myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A plus. Rarely do I taste a dish with such love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Shaki, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made. Oh my god. Uni over smooth egg custard in an XU hen urchin shell topped with caviar. Okay. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different color type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is my kind of brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close. So on an account of all the spikes, he begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slush around. Dog noises. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back his tongue and poked and prude. Youch, my tongue. The professor appears to have been having an allergic reaction to the sting. Oh no, I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. I can't. Disqualified. A standing turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food on a bowl made of needles would make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour? Don't discount simplicity. There we go. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Okay, Van, go home, homie. Before forcing us to endure his swallowed tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously slaps on a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delights on a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue and connected with sugar glass. That was a mouthful. Okay. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be displayed piece. Don't eat the food. What at a cooking school? Got toast on your teeth or something, Shiaki? I told you it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I go to a college of eating school for the hungry. Okay, I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insist, but don't breathe too hard. You might disturb the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it can't be judged. You're disqualified. Oh, rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. Oh my God, you wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley stormed off to redirect herself of being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. I hope it is, actually. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders of the Final Cook step up together, two chefs. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. And he examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, I literally drumroll played. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you've made this thing, and completely blew me away. I am 49 dog years of life. In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious that, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes in the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to trance this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even Van Van and Ashley are drawn back to by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declare that you have passed, everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Okay, it's the prom, I guess. Now that the school year is completed and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-end tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog in the house. Okay. You know that Sprinkle was a master chef, but also a worldwide renowned turntablist. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Oh, look at that cat. Okay, Van Van. I'm drawing the line here. Homie, why did you bring... God damn. Okay, Van Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghost allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school bylaws. I was never actually... Oh, God, it was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone's together, it's a Spork monster. He has totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork monster's no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone refers to me by my new name, Party Monster. Okay, student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Hey, look, Miriam. What is that get-up, Miriam? What do you have under there? Anyways, maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know how, she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor, the ballroom, like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. Oh God, he's arrived late at the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perch atop his dirty chef hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father, who we figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Pop's dad was the dean of the school, I think. I don't know. And we get a new wing in the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. Oh, okay. Miriam, will you be my lady king? That is not how you say it, Pop, but what an incredible turn of events. An offer to join the royal family. It's like a dream come true. You'll get to be a princess or maybe a queen. I am not sure if he even knows. But either way, crowns and gowns, baby. I'm sorry, Pop, but I am interested. I'm not interested. Not now, at least. Oh my God, I've got so much to do with my life. Twist on a twist. So many more 3 days universities to attend. Dude, I wish there were 3-day universities, man. So many tiny foods to meticulous sculpt and then watch get accidentally blown away from a single sneeze. Okie dokie. The music on the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling electrical hiss. Hey look, it's Clank. It's Clank. He has arrived to the dance floor. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Wow, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? I actually feel like I knew this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Oh, and the portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Great. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Wow, he looks weird without his getup, dude. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. It's time for a full meal. It's the $5 meal, right? This is it. I don't get to be the I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? Wait, that's it? This is how we end it? Can I at least get a coupon for this? Like a $2 off of the five dollar meal, please? Oh, okay, here we go. No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on the delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you and sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Shaggy, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know. Spicy musk, a tiny goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It's truly my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. Colonel, as you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with the Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be glad to spend it together with you. No, it's okay, homie. You can just focus on 200 franchise, man. You know, worldwide. Why wait 100? How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his track. Work together. Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love? The life of an entrepreneur. I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Shaggy, I am sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. Thanks, man. You know what? I think this is the best ending, in my opinion. There it is. We ended it, right? It's over. Yes! So thank you guys for coming. I really do appreciate it. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, you can do so. The links will be in the description below. Anything I want to share with you guys out there, post it on Twitter and Instagram. I am a digital artist, and I do post every Wednesday and Saturday from 8 to 9 p.m. 4 time. And if you guys want to see my work, I invite you guys over. Check it out. Listen, we're finally done with this game / simulator. I don't know. Listen, go to your kitchen, you know, start cooking up things. And one of the ingredients is going to be a red square. It's going to be the subscribe button. Click it so you can be subscribed. And of course, be part of Mr. Gaming, Mr. Gaming Incorporated. And, you know, we'll give you a hand in cooking. This is the intro of the thing. It's sponsored by KFC themselves. I don't know what to say. Let's see the credits. Oh, there it is. Thank you, every one of you, for making this game happen. So, I don't know what to say. Everyone, please have a good afternoon, good evening, and good night. How do I get out of this? Oh no, I messed up. I messed up. I don't want to hit escape, because what if I hit escape and next thing you know the game crashes or something? Listen. I don't know, like the video and comment down below. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.